Good morning, my friends. Happy Vlogmas and happy Christmas Eve. We are going to be baking today. Michael is going to be making some cookies from the DoubleTree recipe that he mentioned before. And then I am going to make a quiche so we can have that for the next couple of days. The recipe that I'm going by is here, Bariatric Balance. And this is the vegetable quiche. I believe I have some ham that I really need to use, so I am going to put ham inside of mine. And then the veggies, I do have bell pepper, I have some zucchini. I want to put in a handful of my greens. And then instead of shredded cheddar cheese, I'm gonna use feta cheese because I don't want this to go bad either. I'm just gonna prep my veggies right now. Move that stuff out of the way so that we can go over and saute it. I do have leftover veggies here that we do for work. Since there's no work for a few days, we're just gonna use those in the quiche. All right, and then I'm gonna chop up the zucchini just a little bit more. So this is gonna be our little saute bin. And I also have some mushrooms, so I think I'm gonna put some mushrooms in it too. I have some bell pepper. She does put bell pepper. Oh wait, you do, oh, I thought she said minced onion. Minced onion, how fancy. But I'm gonna go over and saute this. I will be right back. Okay, so those are still sauteing, but it does say, as those are doing their thing, to unroll the pie crust and place it in the dish, poke some holes in the bottom of the crust, and bake 350 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. I feel weird that I've never made a quiche before, but it's not typically something that I grew up eating. Ooh. The closest thing to this that we had was like, just like a skillet. Does that count? A skillet with some tortillas?
Hang out for a second.
All right. It's kind of warm in here anyways. All right, before I press that down and make my holes, let's go get my sauteed veg. Okay. That looks so good and it smells amazing. Look at that. That is all of our veg. Now what? Now what? Where's my instructions?
I'm gonna do mine.
Okay, so I do have to blend the cottage cheese, but I totally forgot about my ham. So this is the cottage cheese that I'm using, the good culture one. And I'm gonna chop up this ham so this can be ready as well. In a mixing bowl, crack eggs and whisk. Add in your blended cottage cheese. Okay, so I blend the cottage cheese separate, not with the eggs. 8 eggs. I'm gonna whisk those up, and then we're gonna add this into the eggs. So now for some music. All right, what's my next step? All right, so we're gonna bake our little pie crust for, I think she said 10 to 12 minutes on 350. All right, I will see you in 10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah. Back to another episode of the cooking show that nobody asked for. I'm gonna be making the DoubleTree cookie recipe. Hilton did release it, and now I'm gonna make it. Only cookie recipe that I've actually been able to make with any degree of success. So it'll start out with 2 sticks of butter, softened 226 grams. All right, so we're gonna take this butter. To that, we're going to add 164 grams of granulated sugar. Grams are so much easier to know I did the right thing. You know, because they say you're not supposed to do like, just scoop your flour because it ends up being more, it compresses. So I never really knew. And the one thing that I found to be the most ambiguous is packed brown sugar. Like the way I might pack brown sugar seems like it might be different than literally every single person on the planet, right? So I like the lack of ambiguity when it comes down to grams, because a gram is a gram. I don't know what a packed gram is. So that was 164 grams of granulated sugar. We're gonna do 150 grams of packed light brown sugar. Now I'm not committed to the color of the sugar. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna beat the sugar and the butter on medium speed in the mixer for about 2 minutes. So now that the butter and sugar is creamed, we're gonna move on to the next step. Now I like to just do all the next step into the same container. It may or may not be right, but it's what I do. 2 eggs into the container, 1.5 teaspoons with the rest being Mexican vanilla extract. Now here's the crazy part, 1/4 teaspoon of lemon juice, because that's what it says. So we're gonna go ahead and blend this in there for about 30 seconds on low, and then for about 2 more minutes on medium. See you soon.
Okay, we are back. I had a little bit of collapse in my crust. My crust has collapsed a little bit, but it's okay. It's still gonna be edible. Place them in here. I'll add a little bit of the ham, some greens. Okay, we have that, and now we're gonna put our egg mixture in. This is gonna look very rustic. Ooh, I'm going to top with feta. Here it is. It looks pretty good to me.
I think it needs chocolate chips.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna stick this in the oven for 30 minutes.
Boom. So the next thing we're gonna do is get our dry ingredients put together. So we're gonna put 280 grams of flour. Go, flour, go, go. 45 grams of rolled oats. We'll put in some oats, 45 grams. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Would you like some soda? Would you like some baking soda? What else we got? Oh, salt. How much salt? Now I'm gonna do this salt. Celtic sea salt. I bet it'll be fantastic. And the other thing that I like to do that isn't part of the recipe is add some instant espresso powder. It will round out the flavor versus the chocolate. It just really kind of makes that chocolatey flavor pop out more. So it won't taste like coffee as much as it will taste more like chocolate. And I usually do the same amount of this as I do the salt, so we're gonna go with another teaspoon of that. And lastly, which I think is the secret ingredient, is a little bit of cinnamon. It says a pinch, and I am going to call a pinch today, I'm gonna call it a 1/2 teaspoon. Boom. All right, from here, we're gonna just mix the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients just until combined, about 45 seconds, and that'll do it. And then we move on to the next step. All right, it was a tremendously long 45 seconds, and now we're back. Next step here is that we're gonna need to get our last additions ready, and that is going to be 465 grams of chocolate chips and 220 grams of chopped walnuts. Now, I don't have walnuts, but I do have pecans and I like them. So we're gonna sub out for that. Now the thing that I like to do, instead of just one kind of chocolate chip, I do like to go two. So here I got extra dark chocolate and milk chocolate. So we're gonna just combine those two. You need...
You gotta test it for poison.
You gotta test that for poison, but give the extra
Definitely
dark a
not
try.
poisonous.
63% cacao.
Ooh.
I love the cacao.
I love cacao.
Right?
Good.
So those two are gonna go in there. I'm gonna go about 230 grams of each type of chocolate chip. All right, 230 right on the dot. And we're gonna go another 230. Smells like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory now all of a sudden.
I kind of want to see that new Willy Wonka.
Me too.
I think we should have a date.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I think I might have tickets, movie tickets to use. All right, that's 230 of that. Now the last step, okay, the milk chocolate's good. For 220 grams, half pecans and already toasted pecan pieces. So I'm gonna just take a quick second to roughly chop these fancy pecan halves. All right, I don't wanna mix this up. And the last step really is to just put this in until it's combined. Really, they say to mix it with a spoon, but I'm just going to use my paddle attachment and just put it in just for a couple of seconds. Cause I'm lazy.
It's tight.
All right, so that's all done. It's all thoroughly mixed. I'll give you a good shot of it here in just a second. What we're gonna do, you can cook this right away if you want, but what we wanna do is figure out how to get this out of here. What I'm gonna do is put it in the fridge for a little while and cook it later for two reasons. A, I want to, and B, someone's in the oven with quiche. How delicious does that look?
It's like the perfect cookie dough.
See on my face, there we go. Nice. All right, so we're gonna plop this down and cover it all up and let it sit for some period of time. So here it is, all wrapped up, ready to rock and roll. Like how much is this, I wonder? Let's go to units, let's go to pounds.
It's all 3 pounds of cookies.
How much do you think?
Can I feel it? Oh, I'm gonna go for like 3.5.
It is 3.516 pounds. Did I record you being right? Yes, I did.
Okay, it is quiche time. So, let's see. Just took it out of the oven, and this is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. That looks so good. Now I have to make sure that the toothpick comes out clean. All right, here is quiche. Looks clean to me. All right, so I'm excited about that. That's gonna rest and do its thing, and then we're gonna come over here and play Monopoly. What was it? Monopoly Chance.
It's been a little while, probably an hour or two maybe. And we're going to take these and we're going to scoop them all out. And we're gonna set them on the pan and cook them up. It'll be fun. One of the things I like to do is take a few of these little chips and kind of put them on the outside. It'll give it a really cool look later when it's all spread out. You'll see. You'll see. And you know what'll be fun? You know it's gonna be fun. You know what I'm gonna do? This will be a fun surprise. We're gonna go ahead and put a couple of these M&Ms on one of them. In fact, that might be how I treat the rest of them anyway. I think it's fun and special. Kind of a treat, right? So there it is. We're gonna go ahead and put these jokers in the oven for about 25, 23 minutes, something like that. And we will see what they look like. Okie dokie. Oh my goodness, yo. Look at that. How cute. The M&M ones do look as special as I was hoping they would. All right, so we're just gonna do that like 7 more times, but I'm gonna let that chill. I'm gonna keep on scooping them out and running it through the oven.
Okay.
But that's all there is to it. And that's kind of it. He's gonna laugh, and I'm gonna put them all over the tubes. You watch.
Okay, so I think you can see us okay. We'll push. Oh no! And this is supposed to be a fast game?
It's supposed to be a fast game. It's supposed to be like 20 minutes.
Never heard of Monopoly being fast.
Like between 5 and 6.
And you only had 5 that crossed. So yeah, you won.
And that's how this is played.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, because I got 6 and you got 5. That's cool. It was like a little weird to get to understanding it at first, but
Like once you play it through once, it
Yeah.
seems like it's pretty.
yeah. And I love the colors. I love the idea. I think it's super clever for Monopoly. It does go fast. All right, I'm a little anxious to try this because it looks so good.
I wouldn't be mad when you're hungry, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this up and then we're gonna try a little piece. So Gina says to cut this in 8 little slices.
Oh, this is a Gina?
Yeah, I got it off her website. Balancedbariatric.com is her website. Oh yeah, I can put the link in the descriptions. So that's what an 1/8 looks like. I'm gonna put a little sriracha on it because eggs and sriracha, delicious. All right. I love that feta inside of it. Pie crust is delicious.
That's good, bro.
Yeah. Gina, thanks for the idea.
Damn, Gina.
I know.
What's that from?
I don't remember, but it's very common. I never made a quiche. I was nervous. I didn't know how many eggs to put in it. I didn't know to mix the cottage cheese with the eggs. That is genius because you get even more protein. I love the texture of the egg.
You got like fluffiness.
Mm-hmm. And you
What's up?
could put any type of mixture in it. For me, I really do like these mushrooms, the onions, and the ham I kind of could do without, but definitely the feta, all of that. Veggies, the veggie selection is definitely working for me. Very cool. I will definitely do this again. And we're gonna taste a cookie. I'm gonna take a little bit. Oh my God. So good. Oh, your cookies, man.
You can really taste that cinnamon in there.
Mm-hmm. That's the first thing you taste.
You can't taste the coffee, but that makes the chocolate just.
Damn, this is good. Good job, man.
Watch.
Delicious. All right, my friends, that is all we have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I have to boop on out of here so I can play some games with my sister. But happy holidays, and we'll see you tomorrow for the final day.
We made it.
We did.
You made it.
I made it. We made it. You did help me a lot with providing me time to do this. Lots of late night hours.
Whoa, man.
I know.
I haven't seen you much. But that's okay. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
Vlogmas is no joke. There is definitely a lot behind the scenes, you guys. It's a lot to edit every day and to record every day. So, especially when you have a job, when you have a full-time job, it could be a little crazy. But thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. And I cannot wait to see you tomorrow. Where the puppies will unwrap their gifts and we'll make albondiga soup. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Boop.
We have the Christmas tree quiche. Oh Tannenbaum, big winter's in the bladder. Yeah.
A bladder? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is that how they say?
I think it does, baby.
Okay.